Right, Shalom. Brother Kaya from Jim, Mr. Wallace, coming back at you with another Rider Talk. Prior to getting started, as I always do, I'd like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Kabadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the Agam that's pushing the truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video be edifying first and foremost to the whole elect, then to those that cleave to the body. And I was just meditating on the scripture, all right, that mentioned it at camp just now. Pray not that your flight be in the winter. And I was thinking about the rugged temperature and the things that the cold bring. Okay, it's very challenging. And the Lord looks 777. All right, because through all these seasons we be instant in season and out of season. The Lord is completeness. All right, He's perfecting. All right, this is the perfecting of the saints. So, it's times we go out when it's cold, we'll be over righteous. But just being in the cold, all right, it gives you a whole different temperament of thinking, man. All right, you can barely fucking think. Everything is numb. So I know it's very challenging, for those brothers, that endure the cold, where they live in more of a cold area. All right, up, east. It's pretty much, the whole terrain. And that region is the eastern region, all right? Northeast is pretty cold, man. We got more favorable weather here down in New Orleans, but right now, all right, this would be considered, their cold. What their cold is to them, they might take this with ease, all right? To them is, the brothers that's, that deal with more of the snowy areas, the Chicago's, the different regions, all right? But what I wanted to mention about the cold is that's a very interesting scripture, all right? Because it tells you, pray not that your flight be in the winter. Matter of fact, let me get that, all right? And why? Obviously the Lord don't say anything for nothing, all right? So let me, because remember in that day, as it says in Amos, it's going to be like a bear met you. You ran from a bear, a serpent bit you. Everything is after you. With all this in mind, is brick ass cold. This is Matthew 24 and 20. I won't be long. I just want to make a point on this. We're talking about the weather. All right. And one day to be hot, next day to be brick ass cold. Now we're in the last days, man. Because you ain't gonna be able to tell one day from another, man. You ain't gonna really know what season you in. Right now it's supposed to be the cold season, but early in the day it'll be brick ass hot. It's hot. We're going from the heat to the air conditioning. It's just, this is Matthew 24 and 23. It said, there if any man say unto you, lo, here is the Mashiach, or there, believe it not. Matthew 24 and 19. 20. It says, but pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, or neither on the Sabbath day. What's the Sabbath day? Is a holy day, or is a day of rest. All right. Shabbat means rest. Okay, so prayer don't be on one of those days in the anger of the Lord, right? Because that's why it says, come up out of her, for this is not your rest, man. More than likely, if it's there, the Lord be the Lord, then that's the day. All right, is everything gonna take place on? All right, you look at the movie 2020, everything was happening at once, man. It was having a landslide. Let me look at. Let me see if I can get the everything that was actually happening on 2012. All right, movie 2012. That's a good watch. All right, because you had calamity after calamity. It was like a poly crisis going on. Lord had numbered the kingdom and finished it. Okay, so this place is coming up on their expiration date. Like once they about to celebrate their 250th anniversary. All right, this year in 2026, well, the Lord gonna be a party pooper, man. All right, he gonna spoil the party, should I say? All right, it says, with the warnings of an American scientist, world leaders begin secret preparation for the survival of select members of society. When the global catalysm finally occurs, all right. So that catalysm occurs, man. All right. So when all hell break loose, all right, there geostorms. They got other movies that go, you know, The Day After Tomorrow, Geostorm. A lot of these movies show you things of where things in which, you know, can transpire at once, but preferably the cold. All right, they had ice storm that was killing people to where they wasn't indoors. The minute it come over you, the eye of it or whatever, it'll put you to death, man. All right, you'll die immediately. People was freezing and dying immediately, man. All right. So you have this. Let me go back to that scripture. And that was just this one verse scripture, all right? You know, it says, but pray ye, pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day, because we don't have to be like as pilgrims, man. All right, Jay gonna have to move around, and the elect men, everybody gonna be, all right, everybody gonna have to endure this on day of the Lord, man. All right, pray not to escape your flight. All right, they got something else. It says, for this shall be great tribulation, such as not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor never ever shall be. So all those things that have to befall a man in them days, on top of it being cold, is man, you know what, I really can't really say, I don't know what to say about that, man. But brothers bring this scripture up and it's just sitting there. You know, it's just like, what, you know, what is the temperament of the Lord concerning this matter, man? You know, what do the Lord mean? And we know all the scriptures have a meaning, but this is a very interesting scripture. All right, and it's something to look at, because, you know, right now we're in a cold. It's something to take heed to, because we're in a cold right now. We're in a cold season, man, and this thing could pop off. All right, meaning what? The MOTB could start getting implemented. All right, World War III could take its course, and amongst other things, man. All right, Jacob's trouble. You see, so this winter is different, man. Let me see if it say anything in the NLT. Let's see. Yeah, it's just say the same thing. So it's, you know, verbatim, but it's just, you know, it's gonna be a challenging time, you know. And as the men of the Lord, whether it be in the winter, the snow, and water, and thunder, it don't matter. The Lord gonna deliver. It says, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord deliver them out of them all. So whatever come before the men of the Lord in that day, all right, the Lord will save them. We'll be under the wings of the Lord, man. All right, in Psalms 91. You know, so that pretty much was the point. Like I said, it is a good movie. 2012. You know, check that out. I think it was with I forgot what actor. Good actor though. But yeah, that pretty much the point. You know. So Lord willing, he sent his guardian angels down to protect the men of the Lord, and to all those that need the destruction of hey man, let it be so. You know what? I think I mentioned that Amos. This Amos 5:18. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light. All right. It says, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. You see? So it's going to be calamity after calamity. On top of it, pray ye not that your flight be in the winter. So very interesting. It's something to look at. It's something to consider, just like all the other precepts. I'm not singling this precept. I'm singling this precept out because I'm just doing a lesson on it. But for the most part, this is very interesting to look at, man. Because the Lord controls the elements. So the Lord, in the day of Jacob's trouble, it can happen during the summertime, and the Lord can turn it cold. All right? So, again, right, we'll see. Well, Adawan Ratazah, he protect the men of the Lord and their families. So Adawan Ratazah was edifying. Till next time, I see Shalom.